Hi everyone, welcome to my New York City Taxi Earnings Maximizer app made for the New York City taxi drivers. So first, we have a hybrid graph which has a bar chart and a line chart. So the bar chart denotes the average earnings per hour for the taxi driver, which you can see is maximum at 5 in the morning. And the red denotes the average wait time of the taxi drivers, and you can see that the demand is for taxis is the highest at 6 p.m. in the evening. And also there are filters on the top where they can filter by different boroughs. So if they filter by Brooklyn, so you can see that for Brooklyn, the wait time is the lowest at 12 a.m. and the maximum earnings they can earn is at 8 in the morning. And also below that we have, as now we know what time they can maximize their earnings. Next, you can see the zone profitability map, which the taxi drivers can use to find where they can earn the maximum revenue per mile. So you can see that it is a drill down view. So you can see that the different boroughs, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. You can see Manhattan is where they the maximum revenue is generated for the New York City taxi drivers. And here you can see on the upper east side south, the lighter colors denote maximum, like the higher revenue per mile. At upper east side, they can earn a revenue per mile of $6.17, but the wait time is also more. But at Times Square Theater District, the wait time is shorter, but the revenue per mile is also shorter, but they can complete more rides. And on the right is just some key metrics, which is the peak earning hours, the highest tip zones where they can expect the maximum number of tips, and which day is the best for earning. So Tuesdays have a 3% higher than average earnings, and you can filter these by the boroughs as well. Next, I have the hotspots. So in a particular zone, if the taxi driver needs to find a hotspot where there are a lot of pickups happening immediately, you can see that across all days of the week, Penn Station, which is an intercity railway station for New York City, that's where the maximum number of pickups are happening. And if you we can filter this by evening as well. So if the taxi driver looks towards the evening, in the evening, the hotspots shift towards the LaGuardia Airport, which is the largest airport in New York. And you can see that JFK, along with also another airport, is where the wait times are the shortest and they can complete a lot of rides as well. So this gives a overview of the best pickup spots. And also below, we can see the density of the pickup spots, where 13,506 are from the LaGuardia Airport. On the last page, we have a analytics dashboard. So this is useful to new taxi drivers as well, and for the current taxi drivers just to get a overview of the entire month. So you can see that for a month, there were around 60,000 trips completed with an average fare per trip of $14.81 and an average distance per trip of $2.83. And also you can see the trips by payment type. You can see that even though the majority of the trips were through online payment of credit card, you can see that still a lot of people in New York use cash. So it is recommended that drivers carry some loose change. And also majority trips are for one and two passengers. So it makes sense for new drivers to buy smaller cars. And here I used different colors to denote the weekends and the weekdays. So for the weekdays, Thursday is the best day to make the maximum revenue, and also for the weekends, Sunday, they can earn more. And also I've annotated the peak where the maximum number of trips are happening. So it's 12,000. So Sundays by far have the highest number of trips being done. And also if the taxi drivers just want a, an overview of where they can make the maximum buck. So you can see that Sundays 6 p.m. is where there is the highest demand for rides. and it is recommended that they stay on the road at that particular time. So yeah, I think that's all. Yeah. Thank you so much.